So as a homeowner though, even if I paid off my home, Christy, what are some reason why, besides, that catastrophic damage, right? Like we
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if the tornado tore down the home, more than likely we will need at least 250, 300,000 plus, right, to
exactly.
deal with that
Right, right.
damage.
Yeah,
But what are some other things that are that comes with a homeowner's policy that,
yeah.
maybe an average Jane like you and I would want to have that homeowner's policy?
Yeah. Well, we talked a little bit about, the coverage in your policy that's called additional living expenses or loss of use, some companies will call it. So that's money that's there in the policy to pay for you to stay and live, somewhere else while you can't be in your home if that's happening. So that's one thing. But the biggest thing to me is the liability coverage that's not really going to be covered in your self-insurance plan. So someone slips and falls in your driveway, falls off of a wall somewhere or a deck, and if you're found liable for that, you could be talking about a big loss for their
Yeah,
medical
especially.
expenses.
Exactly, and especially if you have a nicer home with a large swimming pool, for example,
Oh
right?
gosh, yeah.
Or maybe you have younger children and you want to give them a big old trampolines, for
Mhm.
their friends can
Mhm.
come over. Those are probably high risk. I think for those of us out here, if you are into golfing, you are into hunting, there is a chance when we're out and about that we can accidentally hurt someone, right, Christy?
Sure, sure. Yeah. I think about like in my situation, we have a little bit of land, which is great, and the kids ride four-wheelers. And it scares me to death. As an insurance agent, it scares me to death. I'll just be honest. But,
Absolutely.
those are things that people do, and you just don't think about, what someone getting hurt doing something like that at your house could do to you from a financial perspective.
Absolutely. The other liability risk that I think a lot of homeowners don't really think about, but we all do it, is a lot of time we hire help, right, to
Oh,
get
yeah.
helped around the house. It could
Oh,
be a
yeah.
roofer on the roof. It could be your handyman, right, fixing the siding or something like that. At any time, unfortunately, right, Christy, if your name is on the deed of the house,
Yep.
you are financially
You're on the
responsible.
hook. You are,
Yep,
yep.
every time. And that could be very devastating, right, Christy? Because
Absolutely.
when people are suing you for things like that, it's not just their medical bills, but if they decide to hire an attorney,
And
l-
yeah, their
a-
loss of income, their, loss of potential, yeah, it can be devastating.
absolutely, absolutely.